Yeah. All set.
Let's roll.
What up, though? It's Spotlight Wednesday. You know what? Yours truly drinks with Q, Tori Savage Kitty. You know,
What
Q,
up,
I know I've been doing this for about another 2 years. I know you've been doing your podcast for how long? Years?
The first one here, about 10 years.
So I've gotten to the point, and I'm sorry for anybody that's tuning in. We're about a half hour late. Are you late to any other podcast? If not, I'm going to feel real bad. But I'm just because I know when we first started, probably the first year, man, I would be mad as hell if we were late. But now I kind of don't give a fuck. Is that normal?
Yeah, we try to be on time in the morning. I end up having to change it to 10:15 because like nobody could ever get to the crib by 10.
Right.
And when I push it to 10:15, now nobody comes till 10:20. So yeah, it's all bad. It's never.
I mean,
so bad.
Were you better back in the day? When you first?
Nah, not really. It's always been like that. So I think the only time you really go be on time is if you record and just put it out.
Right.
Yeah, for real.
I was just wondering.
I'm trying though. I try.
About me giving a fuck. So is it just maybe, just like, well, fuck it. They're gonna,
I mean, we can always try. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm notorious for tapping in at 8:29. So
try.
Or 5:29. I guess your time.
And I think that's the biggest thing is why I haven't brought guests back on either Wednesday or Saturday. It's because I can't be on time. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I know I can't be on time, but I'm trying. I'm trying really fucking hard. And 15 minutes late for me every other episode. It's late. On time. It's not really late. It's like, okay, here she comes.
Right.
Well, I think the difference is, and I'm not trying to attack females, but guys can basically just roll out of bed, right? And go
do a podcast.
Girls got to put this on, put this on,
right.
So, that's probably the biggest difference here. Now, I know Tori personally. I'm glad she does put this and puts this on, but I'm glad she doesn't have like a 30 change outfit person, because I've dated someone like that where changed like 30 times, and I'm like, fuck, it doesn't matter at this point. You know what I mean? So I'm glad she's not like that, because that would be, you know what I mean? That would be horrible. So I know
once you make the decision, it's a go. But getting to that part is, I got you.
Yeah. Are you a roll out of bed and put on whatever the fuck, or do you change your outfits like a dozen times?
I know I don't. I don't do none of that shit. I probably got the same shit on from yesterday. So many podcasts look like I shot them all in the same day. Like, damn, I should probably change that shirt.
I know. So literally, I was like, okay, I need to put a tank top on today. I literally wear t-shirts all the time. I mean, ain't nobody complaining, but I'm just saying. I went to grab a t-shirt and I'm like, oh, I can't wear this. I don't remember what podcast I just shot last, and this is probably the same damn shirt.
Right.
And what's crazy is because I had shirts that I've made, my own sayings. It might look like the same shirt, but I got 5 of them.
Right.
The same.
Sure.
It's like you're part of my east side. Like you just got so many of them.
Got different ones. Yeah.
You're like, this ain't the same one. The one I wore last time dirty. This is a different one.
Right. Mine be the same one though.
Right. Maybe.
Right.
And everything I wear is black. So I'm like, you can tell by the level of black how old something is.
Right.
The level of black and white, it's old.
Well, if it's like a faded black, if it's like a brown black.
If it's a brown black, you need to throw that shit
the
away.
black that's been worn so much, when you hold it up to a brand new black, it looks brown. Because you're like, oh, that looks black. And then you hold it up to something that's brand new and you're like, oh, maybe not.
Right. Definitely not.
Definitely not.
I changed my background just because the Lions, I think they're pretty much going to lose the rest of the season. And I know hockey season's upon us, so
It
they're
is.
ready. Preseason has started. It was really hard to watch the Lions not score
Man.
one field goal.
After scoring 45 the
Yeah,
week before.
I don't know. That was a
Our
heck of
kicker
a
sucked though, so I understand because he's trash.
yeah.
But I don't know. It's just
Well, the fingers are starting to point. Is it the coach? Who is it? You know what I mean? So there it
I
is.
don't know. It's rough though. And again, I'm normally not an advocate of firing black coaches, but it might be time for Aaron Glenn to find somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just not getting the job done. I understand that we don't have the best talent on defense, but I mean, you got to be putting them in better position or something. You got to work with their weaknesses or something because that shit is just bad. They can't stop nothing. It's your third quarterback, dog. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
It's just.
So
It's just
I let you know in that I'm going to probably try to do a stand up open mic probably in the next couple of weeks.
yeah,
Yay!
He's like, "Oh, you ain't nervous?" I said,
right.
I don't. I'm not. You know what? Because I guess you were saying about a salesman
Mhm.
mentality. When I go up to a door, it doesn't matter what happened at the previous door. It's showtime.
Right.
So
Yeah,
I'm
that's what I said. You got the salesman attitude.
an actor forever.
Right.
You know?
So you been acting.
Saying I've been an actor.
Time.
Right.
I see if I walk up to a driveway or I look at things right.
Mhm.
If I see a Denver Broncos flag in the front yard or whatever Cleveland Browns license plate, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, did you watch the game this week? Oh, are you a
Yeah.
Cleveland? Oh, I used to be. I just haven't had a chance to watch football because I'm here with you. So whatever.
Right.
I'm like the girl from Coming to America. What do you like? Whatever
Right.
you like.
Exactly. Whatever you like.
You know.
Right.
So
Whatever you like.
yeah, that
Exactly.
was something that I sold it like not too long ago. He was from Buffalo, and right away, I'm like, hey, I had a ex brother-in-law in Lockport. Oh yeah, Lockport, yeah, that's right. I saw Buffalo. Yeah, I said, man. I said, your team is pretty good this year. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And I was like, the worst thing I can remember is when you guys lost the Super Bowl 4 times in a row. Like, you know what I mean? Like he was like, yeah, man, he was sad. I was like, really sad for you. So
Right.
it's all. I think stand up. What I was trying to tell him is, I think it is really all about acting and telling stories.
Yeah, for sure.
Good.
The same thing, right? We look at it like that.
I can always do the Andrew Dice Clay, little boy blue, all that type of shit. But who wants to hear that shit?
Right. You want to hear some stories?
Yeah,
Right. I
stories.
told him go for it. I think he'd be really good at it.
Yeah, I want to see it though.
You like the whole Dice. You remember Mother Goose? Yeah, I fucked her. Like, who wants to hear that?
Right.
Nobody.
I used to watch that shit though.
I know, right?
At an
We
age that I
all-
know I shouldn't have been either.
But it's funny because when I recently seen him a couple years before COVID, he still would have that. He would be everybody like nursery rhyme. That's what they want to hear. So he ends the show with that whole Mother Goose, fucking Little Boy Blue. He still does that in his set because people like to hear it.
Well, he can do that. Nobody
he
else
can do it
does.
because he already set that up.
Yeah, he earned that back in the
Right.
day.
Hell yeah, you got
Mhm.
years
When
of
that was
records.
acceptable. Right.
He said when it was acceptable.
It was acceptable.
Right.
Yeah, because I've watched so many stand-ups with him, and you got a guy and a girl, and be like, "Hey, she's a pretty girl. Does she suck good dick?" Like, man, I don't know if I can say that to somebody in this fucking audience.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
was fucking skills.
So
out of control.
there was a guy on the cruise ship, and now I can't remember his name, but I have his information, and I'm going to share it with you guys once I pull it up. He was funny, and he borderline said inappropriate stuff, but he played off of the crowd, right?
Yeah.
So to watch him was really cool because he would like he'd find like the young girl with the guy, right? He'd find the Asian and go, "Oh, you doctor?" Like stuff like that, right?
Right.
He found young girl, young guy, or he found like a young couple, like a younger girl who was with a guy, and he made like basically called the guy a pedophile, but it was fucking hilarious,
Right.
right? He's like, you got to get her home to change her diaper and put her to bed, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he
Right.
would go, he just would feed off of the crowd.
Yeah.
And then like the old guy with the young girl, he's like, when he goes to sleep, don't worry, I got her, right? Shit like that. Like, but he was so funny that me and the three people that I was with, he like kind of took to us like we were his buddies, right? So we saw him on the cruise ship like 5 different times, and on like the 3rd time, he's like, "What up, my people?" He's like, "Hey, will you do me a favor?" And he hands me the cell phone and hands it to he's like, "Can you guys video me?"
Yeah.
And so Shelly Shell, it was her son-in-law. He goes, "Oh my God, we're like his friends now." I was like, "I know, right?"
Right.
So then when we stopped in the Bahamas, he must have had a day off because they stay on the cruise ship or the ship. And he's like, "Y'all hanging out with me?" It was like, he was like a celebrity, right? And he's like, "Hang on, I got my friends over here." And he's like trying to take us to the beaches in the Bahamas, and like it was really cool. So I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna post a link, or it's his Instagram, his IG, and you will fucking crack up. But what I liked about him is he was still edgy and he talked about sexual stuff, but but it was appropriate.
Right, that's right. So like people didn't start getting cringy.
Fucking hilarious.
Right.
Right. No cringy stuff. It was funnier than shit. And he called out like hot chicks still, but like made it like, acceptable. And he was good. He was so good. And every show we saw of him was different because he played off the crowd. So,
right. So it's kind of almost improv, probably.
Yeah, it was literally improving, but it was basically like reading the crowd and kind of just calling out stereotypes of what they look like.
Right.
Right, if you think about it. And
pretty much.
There was a couple people who were not happy, right? You could
You always
tell.
get that,
They were like, and he still fucked with them. It was good. It was
sounds like
good.
a good show.
Yeah, he's
So-
really good. I'll post
Are
a tag you in it.
That's a tough subject. Do I am I PC? I'm not really PC. Do I follow the trends of everybody being politically correct? That's a tough one.
He wasn't politically correct. I think that's what I liked about him. He did not attack. There was I got nervous, and this is just a soft spot for me. There was a woman in the crowd who was in a wheelchair.
Okay.
And he was scanning the crowd and he was hitting people in that area. And part of me, you could see, I looked over at her and, I'd be feeling people's energy. And especially like I could see her fear in her face.
Yeah.
I could see it. And I said to myself, God, I hope he doesn't come at her.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
He did.
But he was so edgy that for a second there, before
you figured he might have
friends, I was like,
right.
He's totally gonna fucking attack her, and this is where I'm gonna have to draw the line.
See, that's where Drake would have attacked her. So that's where we got the problem.
Yeah. And and sometimes you could tell she had like it wasn't. I mean, sometimes you can't really tell why somebody's in a wheelchair, but you could tell that she had physical deformations, right?
Yeah,
and she was there with her date or somebody. And it was uncomfortable. And I could see in her face, she was laughing and she was enjoying herself.
He saw it too, probably.
He had to have seen it because I looked back and I was looking, you look to wherever he's going at, right?
Yeah.
And he's hitting the first like 8 rows. So you're like, oh shit, okay, right? Right. And I'm like, and you could see when he would go over there, she's like, you could see her like trying to not be seen. And it's hard not to shrink when you're in the aisle and everybody can see you. Exactly. So I'm really glad he didn't hurt her. But in regards to politically correct, just use your judgment. Like he literally said he was coming hard for the Asians, right? And like he's like you like asking him what he did, And he's like, he made him stand up. He told everybody if there's
Yeah.
an emergency, find Juan, like find, like he really came hard. He's like, and then like even made like a dick joke, but called it like an egg roll. Like he was funny.
Nah, he fooling.
And they fucking laugh
Yeah.
so fucking hard. Like
I said he read it though.
he was good.
Feeling, there's some groups of people you can make fun of. I think you can make fun of Asians, and they're like okay with it. They think it's funny.
Right.
You know what he did too?
Because they laughing at you anyway.
He like reeled it in after he like said a joke and he like kind of he like, let's say he like literally just told you he wanted to fuck your girl or whatever. He's like, but dude, but for real, like she's hot. Good job, man. Right.
Yeah.
So he like followed it up with like a high five. So you couldn't really be mad at him because he just fucking dogged you, said he was gonna call your wife, your girl. She's hot. Why is she with you? She probably suck a good, and then he's like, but for real, dude, she's like hot. And then her breath, he's like, I totally fuck her. I was like, what? Man, I can't wait to tag you guys. I'm gonna get his name. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? This guy's awesome.
Yeah, I want to check it out.
Yeah, it's good. So in regards to politically correct, just use your judgment.
Yeah. Well, when I went to see Chris Tucker, and what I told Q was, it was okay. I think he lost a lot of his, because he's kind of a not a religious, like a huge religious, but he's kind of a Christian. He doesn't like to cuss anymore as much, and he's not that pot smoking Smokey anymore. And I just, like I said, I thought he wasn't as funny. I thought his jacket was probably fabulous, but that was about it.
Fabulous jacket.
I think too, it's all on your delivery. Like, right, nobody really wants to hear about politics right now.
Right.
Like, if you go off on a rant about certain stuff, like you could maybe like, I don't know, certain things are just like no one wants to hear about it because we hear about it so much in the news. It's like, come on, bro, we came here to laugh about stuff.
Right, unless you want to talk about how old and dead Joe Biden is. Then you can
exactly, right? Like certain things you can, but this is the thing. If you go both ways of dogging both sides and make funny joke that falls into it, then I think it's acceptable. But if you swing one way more than the other, it gets annoying, right?
Yeah, true.
I think also like even like there was gay guys in the crowd and he hit on them too, and they were fucking dying laughing.
Right.
So there's certain things, but I also feel like I think it's your delivery. Like I said, if you can deliver something funny where it's a stereotype, but then follow it up with a LOL, right?
A little bit of that.
And that little LOL on there and make them feel okay about it. I don't.
Right?
Fuck it.
Is that a millennial thing? Because that's what my daughter says. So if you insulted somebody, kind of, and then you put LOL, it's okay.
Yeah, just do it in, a different form. But it's basically
LOL
like
makes
throwing
everything
LOL.
okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like, hey, no disrespect, but here you go.
Right. No disrespect, but I'm about to disrespect you.
Yeah.
Right.
Buddy.
That's usually how that happens.
Is that what that? I see a lot of people do that, where they'll talk shit and they'll be like, LOL, like kidding, but not kidding.
Right, exactly. Not kidding.
LOL on it. You'd be okay. Sprinkle it like the guy with the salt. LOL.
Right. Salt guy.
LOL.
So I got to ask you guys a question. What's going on with Kanye West? So I know we're going to talk a little bit about it, but I want to tell you guys. So this just got posted. Chase just said, we don't want your business or your millions. We're done and we're cutting ties with you. So when your bank walks away from you, this just happened. When your bank walks away from you, you got problems.
They don't even want your money. Like, get your shit out of here.
Damn.
They don't want your money. What's going on?
I had to take a drink just now.
Right. Kanye just, I don't know. And the crazy thing is that like some of the shit that he say, like I'm in total agreement with. And then sometimes he say shit and I'm just like, is he an alien? Like I don't even know. Like I don't even understand.
So this is the article. It says Kanye West bank cuts ties, find somewhere else to keep your Yeezy millions. Kanye West is going to need to find a new bank house, his multi-billion Yeezy brand, because he just got booted from the bank, stored his cash. JP Morgan said, "We are done." He says, Dear Ye, we are sending to confirm our recent decision with JP Morgan's bank. We have decided to end relationship. And not, to be honest with you, when I had a cell phone company, I used to take a lot of money, right? And they don't like certain practices. So when they see you deposit a lot of money and the money flows, they automatically think you're laundering money. Mexican guy in a Mexican neighborhood, maybe I'm laundering money for the cartel. So I've gotten this letter before from JP Morgan. It basically says, we are cutting ties and you have to take your business somewhere else. So that's basically what JP Morgan said. Fuck you, we don't want your money, and have a good day.
Funniest shit ever is a bank named after JP Morgan and shit got some idea about morals. The audacity of America, bro. Like, I don't get it.
Not the audacity, the caucasity.
I swear to God.
Okay, that's the caucasity.
It's just like,
ain't the audacity.
Hey, just like this though. This is way off subject, but I was thinking about this earlier. I was watching. I've been watching a bunch of documentaries, and I'm just thinking, like, dog, how crazy are white people, bro? I'm thinking about.
Just said me. Just said
question.
No, I mean, like, seriously, I'm just thinking about the Jeffrey Dahmer shit, and then the one I seen. I can't remember which one I was watching and shit, but like, I'm just talking about the people who was calling the house threatening to kill people though, like over a jury decision, like in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like calling the black lady and telling her that death threats by phone, yes. Right? It was the one I was watching. These people was calling this lady house threatening to kill or rape her. Like this.
Oh,
who made phone threats to kill or rape you? Dog, white people crazy, bro. Like,
who raised you? Fuck.
I was just thinking about that shit. Like, wow, who the fuck?
You're like, where did the disconnect start on that fucking tree? Actually, it's not a tree; it's one branch. It's one fucking branch.
That shit everywhere.
And again, the caucasity is on sale, boy. Let me tell you,
it's got to be a death threat by phone, bro.
Have you guys
death threat by phone? Raisins and potato salad. Where does it fucking end? Okay. Where does it fucking end? Wait, because I got a fucking photo I'm about to put in our fucking chat after this. I went somewhere a couple weeks ago. I went to one of my shelters and somebody donated food, and shout out to everybody who donates to the homeless or people in need. Like, that's amazing. But I walked in and I literally said, what in the fucking caucasity is this shit? And I think I sent Drake a picture. It looked like Jello with raisins in it.
What?
And it moved like
Jello with raisins.
It had like
a Jello mold.
And then they had like coleslaw in it too.
Hold on, what?
It was like coleslaw and raisins and.
Oh God, yeah, that shit sounds disgusting. I don't know what that is.
Fuck donated this.
Right.
Well,
white people.
I recently played this on Saturday, but this was
I'm Korean.
Play it for you. I don't know if you missed it on Saturday, but here it is. We need to. What the hell?
Where does it end?
You got it right.
Sorry. I lost. There. I'm gonna share this screen real quick.
All right.
So this is white people shit.
She's making. Okay, so you're just gonna start with pure cane sugar, and you're just gonna dump it in there, really healthy amount. Got that? Because when it spins, it's gonna go really fast. Okay. She's making cotton candy. Very easy. In a dryer. Okay. All right. Blue soda. Right there. Wow. Right soda. So you can do this with red soda, but I prefer the blue, my cotton candy, the whole can.
Okay, whole can.
The entire can.
Okay.
Now, you're gonna come in right here.
Yep.
You're gonna take the dryer vent out.
That's where the lint goes.
That's also where your cotton candy goes.
Oh my God.
Okay, so the cotton candy is gonna be in the
right
bins.
here. This dryer vent is gonna be full of cotton candy. So on my crazy days, I'll even make 3 or 4 baskets.
She laces that with aluminum foil.
Cotton candy.
This is making cotton candy in your dryer. And it is so easy. So easy. And it's very, very tasty. You can do it in any dryer. Just wrap it in foil.
Yeah.
Like that.
Okay.
Your face. Oh, she's the animals.
So that's what people say.
Dog, that is disgusting. Dog.
On so many levels. Let's talk about first. I'm
The
gonna
pop
whip my
going through the
motherfucking
shit.
ass. First of all, it's a dryer, right?
I
Right.
didn't let you watch
Skin
the whole
cells, right?
Work.
There's skin cells in the dryer.
There's
work.
all kind of shit there.
Lint,
You said it works.
hair.
You
Work.
tried it?
Yo,
It works when she did it.
you said it
Mm-mm.
worked. It worked.
Damn.
Secondly, who got a motherfucking dryer to just be putting a whole bunch of sugar in and popping it?
Right. You can't. What the fuck?
And then in the lint trap. So listen, so when it's done, you know where she put the foil on the lint trap?
Yeah.
The cotton candy. She fucking turns it on, right? And
Yeah.
she
The
does it
cotton
for like
candy's gonna
10
be in that tray.
in the motherfucking lint tray. Have you seen a lint tray after you clean it? It's all fuzzy around and shit.
That's just
It's disgusting.
wow.
You just got just a dryer to the side for cotton candy, because if not,
You can't do
You're
shit else with that
fucking
after that.
you're eating you're literally eating skin cells, and you're eating fucking pubic hairs. You're eating whatever the fuck the lint trap catches.
No, that's terrible.
Yeah.
That was a good idea.
Why did you think that was a good idea?
That's for sure white people shit, bro. Like I don't.
White people shit.
A white person sitting around. What the fuck can I do just crazy than shit? And it worked.
I know about this. I wish you would. I wish my kid or somebody would pour my fucking pop in my dryer.
Right.
Oh, you will read about it. You put some pop and some sugar, and my fucking grown ass
Right.
person putting that in there. Oh, that's a
Oh,
surefire way to get your ass beat.
My mom
That's
would have
crazy.
fucking
Mm-mm.
and sugar in the dryer.
That shit don't even like. It made me afraid just watching her do the shit. Like I just got afraid, like it was me doing that shit.
Oh, we in trouble.
Right, instantly got scared. Like this is some bullshit.
So I went to breakfast with my girlfriend today, right? Because I told her about this restaurant that I keep seeing on the sign. It said $3.99, right? So I can never find a cheap, good breakfast joint, right?
Right.
I was like, oh, $3.99. I want that. I gotta go try that.
It's not existent in Arizona. Good breakfast place.
So
Yeah.
I walk in and I'm looking at the menu and I don't see this $3.99 thing on there. I'm like, okay,
Right.
it's fucking bait and switch, right? It was just
Yeah.
the fucking door. Honey, what's the $3.99 breakfast? And she said, oh, one fucking egg and one egg and what shit?
A couple hash browns.
Hash brown.
For real?
One egg.
What?
For real? One egg? Yeah, you
That's
could
some
have.
of the little weak ass hash browns, the little fake
was
McDonald's
like-
squares.
Yeah.
Literally, she said hash brown, one egg.
Dang. You can't even give me two, bro? You gotta give me-
Dog, do they sell one
Can't get
egg?
2
Like I
slices
never even
of bacon with that.
No.
$4.
I don't even get toast to dip in my egg.
You know what?
Nothing.
Or she could have said you get a fruit cup.
Right, might as well have something. Fucking $4.
But I was disappointed in the restaurant business. I'm like, damn, they shouldn't even put that on the fucking window.
Right.
Real. Like,
Especially when
even-
every other breakfast was $15.99.
Damn,
yeah,
so it went up that high.
our breakfast $15.99. Come on in or not come on in. It's up to you.
Right, it's up to you, right?
I'm just
You're
saying.
here already. Might as well order real food.
Right.
'Cause you know,
Fuck it.
like in Detroit, you can find some good fucking
Cheap
breakfast.
breakfast, yeah, for sure.
I don't know
Mhm.
now because fucking fucking loaf of bread's $5. I don't know now, but
Yeah,
or COVID bullshit, you can
yeah,
find
true.
a restaurant for $3. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Bread high as fuck though. And why the fuck everybody eating hamburgers though? Like I went to Kroger today and couldn't find no hamburger buns. Like what the fuck is that?
Mhm.
no hamburger bun.
You bought
No,
some
so I
chicken
end up
yet?
having to get the $4.99 joints and shit.
Oh,
I was trying to get the regular shit.
right. You had to get the fancy gourmet.
Yeah, fucking sesame seeds and all kind of shit. I ain't want all that.
You want all that?
I ain't want to
Have
pay
you
$5 for it. Shit.
have you bought a pack of chicken breast yet?
It was shit. No, it's been a couple weeks and shit. Actually, it went up since
Okay,
then.
so we got fries, which is like it's Kroger, right?
Right.
So you know the longer chicken breast pack, the
Yeah, like
packages,
the family pack. Yeah,
I like the family pack, right?
I had about
Usually
7, 8
around,
in that motherfucker.
and remember, it's usually between 10 and 12, $9 to $12.
Hell no, probably 10.40 something. Right.
You better try again.
How much?
$21 to $24.
$21. You fucking serious?
Literally, they want almost
Shit.
the lowest I found was like 18 and
Damn.
like 17.98, but it looked funky. The rest of
Yeah.
them, like they would pick through, I was like, oh, that looked like it'd been sitting for a minute.
Damn.
Yeah, 21 to $24. Mm-hmm.
Shit. About to
I was
start
like,
eating
oh,
grass.
damn, right? I literally said that. I was like, I might as well go plant-based at this point. I complained about the price, but I'm spending the
But everything
same
else
amount of
good.
money at this fucking point.
Exactly. Right. It ain't no cheaper now.
So it ain't even any cheaper.
Hell no. Damn.
Hmm.
I'm kind of
Yeah.
mad about that shit.
Why is bread?
Mhm.
Did you go up or something? What's going on?
Man, I had no idea why that shit shot up like that though.
$5 for bagels, 5 something.
Oh, I know bagels high as hell.
But they used to be only like $3.29.
Oh,
Right.
here's a knock knock joke. Bagels. The reason why they're so high is because Jewish people invented them.
Oh hell.
So much for that PC thing.
You know what? You might want to steer clear of the Jews as well.
Right. So much
Jews
for
and
that.
handicap usually don't go over well, but the rest go right for it.
Can you explain to me, Tori? Because I know you're a grocery shop person, but here you go.
Signed off the wedding. But mellowing out was not in the cards.
Why the hot dog bun? They only sell a pack of 4.
Excuse me, sir. What are you doing?
I'll tell you what I'm doing. I want to buy 8 hot dogs and 8 hot dog buns to go with them. But no one sells 8 hot dog buns. They only sell 12 hot dog buns. So I end up paying for 4 buns I don't need. So I am removing the superfluous buns.
I'm sorry, sir, but you're gonna have to pay for all 12 buns. They're not marked individually.
Yeah. You want to know why? Because some big shot over at the Wiener Company got together with some big shot over at the Bun Company and decided to rip off the American public. Because they think the American public is a bunch of trusting nitwits who'll pay for things they don't need rather than make a mistake. Well,
So why is that? Why you buy 8 hot dog buns and why is there more?
It is true though. I
Why?
never
It's
thought
true.
about this shit.
It's true.
Why?
Yeah, I never thought about that shit though.
Well, because probably economically for the bun company to just sell 8, it's probably that 4 bun margin is their profit.
Must be, obviously, but
Supposed to
that's
be. Who the fuck? Why? Who the fucking why? That don't make no sense.
oh god.
They put
That
12,
shit kind of funny though.
put 12 hot dogs in a packet then.
Right.
Mm.
Then they using too much product, so they
Using too much
erase their
product.
margin. Right.
And that's
Yeah.
the movie where the daughter says, I think it was 2,000 for a wedding cake.
Mhm.
And he goes, I'm paying $2,000 for flour and water. Why? But now what does a cake, a wedding cake cost? $10, $20, $30,000?
Shit. I don't know.
So
I call that
this is the
$10,000.
new thing. Well, maybe it's not new, but so now people do partially fake cakes.
Hmm.
So what you do is they make a cake out of fondant with underneath is just foam.
Okay.
They shape it, the foam. They do everything out of fondant. Big, elaborate, whatever. They
Mhm.
make the bottom piece or the middle piece of real cake so that they can cut into it.
Yeah.
And couples save their wedding cake for like the first year anniversary. You know, it's a tradition. A lot of
Right.
people. So they save that piece, right? Whether it's a half cake, whatever. It's a small cake. Maybe it's
Yeah.
the topper, and then the rest of it's fake. And
Yeah.
then in the back, they've got sheet cakes from Costco, Sam's Club, whoever's got really
Where
good
they
sheet
coming out with the
cakes.
slices.
And they have several flavors, right? Because you can get 10 sheet cakes and you can get 5 different flavors. So
Yeah.
then they already have those cut up. They wheel the cake away. They have them already cut up and they come and they serve it to you, and it's a fraction of the cost.
Yeah.
And then
That's
you know
too
what
much
else they
fucking
do?
thinking.
You know what else they do? But it ends up saving you thousands of dollars,
Definitely
especially if you
save
have
you.
listen,
Sure.
if you have a $2 to $4 or $500 or not 500, 2 to 500 person wedding, nowadays that's not unheard of. We have 100 just in our immediate family, right?
Yeah.
That saves you a lot of money. Plus, not everybody eats cake. So
Right.
you want to
Especially
get
these days.
especially these days. So you want this elaborate cake and you want it to be the way you want it, but you don't want to pay for shit that's going to get thrown out. So
Right.
you do the math on how much you think, and you just you lowball it, and you only spent $30 on a sheet cake compared to $3,000. And
Right.
then
Which is
and
crazy.
then there's websites where women actually, everybody sells all their wedding decor. So you
Mm.
put that on there, mock wedding cake for sale, and people buy that shit.
Damn. So you make that little money back
You
too.
make your money back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Damn.
Yeah.
Life
I
a
mean,
scam.
going the wrong.
Listen, okay.
Yeah.
All right,
We can make this happen.
Yes. I know you brought this, said this article. LeBron pulls his shop episode he used it as hate speech. So everybody seems to be kind of running from the hills with this guy.
Yeah. So I guess what's his man's name? The other
Who?
dude. I'm trying to think of LeBron's homeboy that actually
Oh,
won
yeah.
the show. Yeah, him.
Rick Carter.
Mhm.
Maverick, yes,
Mhm.
yes. So Maverick, the one who released the statement. So basically, I guess before they did the episode, he talked to Yeezy, and he was saying that like kind of went through what they was gonna talk about, and he seen that he felt like it made sense. But then he said when they recorded, he just went left and just talking all kind of crazy shit, which whatever it was like he didn't even repeat it. Like he said he wasn't gonna repeat what he said, but just know that we not airing the episode. And I'm just thinking, like, damn, what the fuck was he saying? Like now I'm curious, like, but they recorded it, but then they say they not gonna release it. So that means somebody gonna leak it.
Right. Stay
Because I
tuned.
definitely want to see the shit.
It's coming. Stay tuned.
It's got to.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was talking to somebody the other day. I don't know if he's a mastermind or he's just straight crazy. You notice that
Both.
Kanye is trying to stay as relevant as possible. Every couple of weeks, he has some fuck shit so he can stay in the media. You think that's what his whole thing is? So maybe possibly he can drop an album. You know what I mean? Like, you think that's what his problem is?
He trying to get the attention for something. I'm hoping that is more important than an album. Hopefully. I think he up to something because I can't say that he completely crazy. I think there's a method to some of the shit he do, even though it seemed kind of spontaneous. But I think he always up to something, and oftentimes it turns out well. But in between times, he got those sputters where I just don't understand him as a human being. Like it's some shit that he's saying and some shit that he do that I absolutely agree with, and then he turn around and do shit that I feel like
Takes
is
it
crazy
too far.
or something. Yeah, it's just like damn, like you good, and then now you just went over here like that shit crazy.
Right. Like
this-
you're like, all right, I can understand. Then wham, left field. You're like, bro,
Exactly.
you're like borderline insane. I'm confused here. Why did you have to go and do that? There was other options before you went left field with that.
Exactly.
Like he takes it too far, and that's where I think the mental illness part kicks in.
So I don't know. I can't
He's
figure out
the limit.
he's wearing a mouthpiece, but does it look like someone socked him right here?
They do though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Balenciaga mouthpiece. Is that what they say?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
I can't
that's
say.
rich people shit right there.
For real. How much you think that cost?
Too much.
How much is it?
I don't know. I'm just guessing. Just because it's
Too damn much.
Balenciaga shit.
Too damn much.
Right. For a fucking mouth
No
guard.
wonder he's got to stay relevant. He got to get that, get paid for that shit. No, he just, I think, like you said, he calculates things brilliantly in the sense where, yeah, this sounds good. If I do this, this is going to be the domino effect of this. He always is calculated on those things. I just think the mental illness of him just takes it too far.
Yeah.
He's doing too much. Of all the ways you could move, that's the way you moved?
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just
you could have
weird.
got the point across differently.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. Me neither. It's like I don't
I
even know what to say about it.
I don't know.
Because he
You're doing too much.
not just. I can't just write him off as crazy because it's some genius in some of the shit. But
well, think about it.
Give me something to work with.
Have you ever heard of any genius that wasn't crazy?
Yeah, I guess so.
Think about it.
They should be crazy and quiet though.
Yeah.
Just be crazy and don't say nothing.
Yeah, stop burning bridges being crazy. Right. Like, just be brilliant.
Yeah, I guess that's easier said than done, I suppose.
I guess so.
Okay.
Just take some fucking medication already. My God.
They said Ted Bundy was a genius, but he was cutting people up. So I don't know.
Yeah, super crazy.
Again, white people shit.
Super crazy that. That shit right there. No, for that shit right there is like and I know this is probably cliche, and I know a lot of serial killers you can say that about, but hey, he seriously did not look like a serial killer, bro.
Yeah.
Like he looked like somebody that's, I don't know, go do my taxes. He don't look like he killed people. And that's fucked up. I don't know how you're supposed to look when you kill people, but he just don't look like he killed people. For real. And he killed people and then
he worked at H&R Block.
No, seriously. And then he broke out of jail and killed other people. I don't get it.
I don't get it.
You watch so many documentaries.
I do. But he really did escape from jail though. First of all right, let me just say something about that right quick though. He escaped from jail because wherever they had him jailed at, apparently it was one of the guards' apartments over the top of the cell. He literally dug through the ceiling to break out. That's the I don't know. This world's just crazy.
So
he wanted to do his taxes.
Tom Brady right now and his wife are trying to split. Whatever. She's saying that he's more interested in football than her family, but he just purchased a major league pickleball expansion team. What the fuck? Who plays that? People shit.
What the hell is that?
I told you caucasity is real.
I don't even know what that is. I'm like, what?
Pickleball.
Hey, look, I'm literally about to Google that shit.
Yeah, do that.
That's what I'm doing. What the fuck is that?
He said he bought a pickleball expansion team. Okay, so I got a video right here. I'll let you.
Okay,
hey, I'm Matt Goebel, and I'm here to talk to you guys about pickleball. Pickleball is a sport in America. It was invented by three dads on Bainbridge Island back in 1965. It's a combination of tennis, ping pong, and badminton. It's played on a badminton-sized court with a net about 2 inches shorter than a tennis net. You play it with a paddle a little bit bigger than a ping pong paddle and a little more durable wiffle ball. You can play it as either doubles or singles. So singles is one-on-one, doubles is a combination of two teams, 2-on-2. It's growing for a number of reasons. It's a lot easier on the body, and it's a lot easier to pick up. Most racket sports require hours and hours of lessons, but with pickleball, you can walk onto a court, pick up a paddle, and within 5 minutes of learning how to play, you can be playing a competitive game with your friends. It's a really fast-paced sport, which takes advantage of your quick hands and reflex.
Okay.
So
I fucks with it. I play tennis. I fucks with it.
It's like life-size ping pong and shit.
Literally. It's like Olympic ping pong.
Right. Hell no.
You know what? I'm getting me a fucking pickleball racket. I'm gonna join me a motherfucking pickleball league.
bro. I never even heard of that shit though.
Wait a minute. My problem is there's teams like he brought
There's an expansion team.
an expansion team. So there's a league already because this is this is an expansion team. Like this team they created out the mud.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this.
What the fuck? There's a team expansion team. There's
Right.
major league ones, and then
There's already some major teams. This is expansion. They like the
Mhm.
Jaguars and the Panthers was that one year.
really.
He fucking bought an expansion team. She's like, this is where I draw the line. Okay.
I mean, it's gonna probably turn out to be the best investment he ever made in his life.
Right.
We're gonna start seeing that shit on ESPN and everything. And I'm gonna be like, cut this shit off.
I got a newsflash, and Tom Hanks is a ping pong champion, and he thinks Tom Brady should buy a ping pong team. Here you go.
I played ping pong, even when I didn't have anyone to play
That's
ping
exactly
pong.
what it is.
The hospitals people said it made me look like a duck in water, whatever that means. Lieutenant Dan would watch me play.
You know anybody that
Beckham.
I'm not going to your house, Q, and be like, can we play some ping pong?
No, I seen people get really excited about that shit though. I don't know.
Really?
My grandma used to have a ping pong table, and we would play when we were kids. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. But I'm not
about to bust up
fucking
in the
trying to go
crib.
to ping pong Olympics or something.
Right now, air hockey possibly. That's my shit. I might do that shit for that.
I'm sure he bought an air hockey expansion team. You're like, oh,
Right.
I'll fucks with it.
I fucks with that.
I'm getting season motherfucking tickets.
Hell yeah.
You're like, fuck that bitch. She didn't love you anyways.
Right. Duh, too
Bros before hoes.
But I mean, like,
hell nah.
he buys an expansion team. Like,
Hey, that's how he was feeling, man. Couldn't get the regular team, so probably was cheaper. It was on discount.
well,
You know what happened? He probably played pickleball drunk and was like, this game's amazing.
Right.
the Suns,
He probably never drank
He
in his
can
life.
buy right now.
right? Suns are for sale. Why don't he buy the Suns? He's probably got money to buy the Suns.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I did see that.
Mm-hmm.
A
Tom
team.
Brady.
If you could own a team, what team would you own? You said the Red Wings, right?
Quit
He said
football.
the Ravens.
Be with me, Daddy. That's what she said.
No,
Oh
you
my
stupid.
God.
You silly as hell, that. That's a
Well,
unique problem to have.
Standpoint, if you got two, not little ones, but I don't think he has little ones. Would you want him to quit and come home, or do you want him to at least just keep playing the game?
If you had little kids, it wouldn't matter. You only got 1 year left.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that's what I think.
I mean,
What?
man, you're not gonna play till you fucking 50. Like you got 1 year left, and I'm talking about the rest of this year.
So you think that he should just tell her chill out, wait to the end of the year, and then
Yeah. Now if you try to re up after this and shit, then he just goofy. You might as well go ahead and get that analyst check and sit his ass down somewhere.
We have a pickleball league here, West Valley Pickleball League.
Word, you
I
would have
might-
found that shit.
I'm like, let's see.
Duh.
Where are we playing next?
I was
What
door
team am I buying?
in a retirement community, and she goes, "Oh," I said, "How was your day?" She says, "Oh, I was, I played a little pickleball," and I didn't pay attention. I was like, "Oh, that's
Yeah.
what shit. I don't know what the fuck." But now I know.
Now you know, right?
But it was what's the other sport?
Foosball.
Not foosball.
Oh.
Shuffleboard.
Shuffleboard. That's
Oh.
what I thought it was. But there's a game. There's a fucking thing in the Olympics. Don't they like sweep across the ball or something? What game is that?
Curling.
Huh?
Curl.
Curling.
What weighs that?
Yeah.
How do you get good at that?
Have you ever watched the videos of people pretending to do curl in their kitchen? The YouTube videos.
Hey,
They're like,
that's a skill though.
listen, don't tell me you ain't ever thought, motherfucker, I can do this, right?
What is
You're
it?
like,
Fast as
the
fuck,
way I
bro.
sweep a motherfucking floor, watch me, okay?
Right. They was bred for
See
those
someone
living.
with good form and let that bitch go like a handshake.
And what's the purpose of it?
It's to make the ground smooth so you can push your curl thing the furthest.
Mm-hmm. You keep the motion. It's like
Yeah.
it's drifting, like
Yeah,
a
it's gotta
drift
be like
car,
drifting.
right?
Yeah,
And you got to
you
get
can't
it
bowl
in.
it like
I
a
don't know the
bowling
whole
ball.
rules, but I know you got to get it close enough to the circle without getting out the circle, and you got to knock the other one out.
Is
Yeah,
there
for sure.
any color people in this? Brown or black?
I doubt it.
I doubt it.
Winter
If it
sport.
is, I'd be surprised.
The name curling refers to the rotational spin of the curling stone, which causes it to take a curved path. But where's the stone supposed to go? The playing surface is known as the curling sheet, and the circles on both sides of it form what's called the house. The object is to get your stone in the center of the house, known as the tee.
I could totally do that.
Teams with 4 players each. For every throw or delivery of the stone, the players have a specific job to do within the team, taking turns delivering the stone while 2 other players sweep.
I could do that.
Yeah, I didn't see one black or brown in that video.
That's some English shit.
I'm gonna send an email right now.
I'm excited though. I'm about to buy a team when I get paid on Friday.
That's all you waiting on is a check.
Literally, I'm like, you know what? I'm about fuck. Maybe on payday I get to buy a team. We kind of leveled the playing field for all of us. Bitch, I got a team too, motherfucker. You know who I am? West Valley Pickleball League owner.
Right. Pickleball. I swear I ain't never heard of that shit before.
I'm not on the list. You might want to check that again.
Right.
You know,
they definitely checking the
I'm
list.
a team owner. Okay. Ma'am, get to the back of the line. Security.
Right. Hell nah. Too funny.
You know who the fuck I am?
I think we need to bring back Toluca. Toluca was an Aztec sport. If you lost, you died.
The fuck? The fuck is Squid Games and shit? What was the name of that shit?
No, it was it was the first formation that they invented. It was either the Aztecs or the Mayans that invented basketball, but Toluca. But if you lost, you died.
Damn. That's
so
fucking crazy.
I'm gonna spit this one out.
Right, Shaq at the free throw line. He dead as fuck.
So
talk about pressure. Fuck.
Right.
No pressure here.
Where you fucking did, if you didn't do, your team lost, everybody died on your team.
So everybody got to die.
Right, everybody got to die.
That's fucked up.
That?
And that's serious. That's like that's for real. You're not just making it up.
It's not that serious. I joined this team to have a good time after work.
Right. I just want my fucking participation trophy. Oh shit. I think these edibles kicking in and shit. That might be what that is. I'm not sure. That shit just funny though.
Funny as fuck. I ain't eating edibles. That shit funny.
I'm talking about dying for the team. Shit. I'm talking about taking one for the team, literally.
Literally.
So the guys that took from the team. Did you hear about these 2 white guys that cheated to win the Ohio fisherman? Did you hear about that story?
No, what happened?
It was Ohio fisherman. So this was a while back, but it says scale of justice come down. Allegedly, crook anchors indictment on multiple felonies. So Jacob and Chase were just indicted for attempting grand theft, possessing criminal tools, both felonies. Both been charged with misdemeanors, unlawful owning wild animals. So basically, they cheated So they won the Northeast Fisherman thing or whatever, but somehow they cheated with weights or something. They won these trophies and stuff like that. Now they're being prosecuted for cheating. And like
how do that work? Like, you cheated in a game, you about to get arrested? Like,
it said misdemeanor, so but
okay.
It's
Well,
two guys
like
competition
the fishing
when they allegedly hooked who seemed to be a two 7-pound walleyes. Apparently, some of the houses were suspicious. Cut the fish open and found weights.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
So they cheated by making it like they caught something bigger than they did.
Fish.
Oh, yeah. That's a misdemeanor though. That's just you just get your title taken.
They were in a contest.
Oh, true that though. They won money. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's robbery.
That's a big thing. And so Ohio and Michigan, even though they're from Ohio, they come over to Michigan to host their contest because of the Great Lakes.
Okay.
So and I just know this thoroughly because my mother, where her restaurant is located, they come there often, and there's hotels around them. So at certain times of the year, her parking lot, the hotels next door and around them are full of trucks with fishing boats that are from usually Indiana or Ohio.
Gotcha.
And they come and they eat dinner there. And so she knows a lot of them. And they're like, motherfucker, they're serious.
Yeah. That's
like
serious business. Somebody might die behind that shit.
Pro bass, motherfucker. Yeah.
Right.
They're serious. Somebody might do. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What you deal with shit like the mafia.
For real. For real.
Those games.
We're talking about a lot of white people shit today, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. You're right, Doug.
We are. And I don't know why. It's just flowing and not meaning to, but damn, white people, calm down. Listen, we've been through enough. We've been through enough. Can y'all simmer down for a minute, please?
I wouldn't even know what to do if I caught like a big ass fish though. Like, I don't know. I ain't never bought like no huge. No, I mean, caught a. I can't even talk. Yeah, I'm getting high.
Mm-hmm.
I never caught a huge fish before though. Some of the shit I seen, like I got some buddies from my college who they do a lot of fishing. They always catching like huge ass fish. Like I don't even know how to get the shit up on the boat like that.
Right. Yeah. I have a really good friend who's from Michigan, but he now lives in Florida and he's like full-time fisherman.
Oh shit.
And he's catching like I'll tell you this, that's a motherfucking skill. His pictures are incredible. They eat tuna and salmon and swordfish and you name it. His wife is always, her hashtag is the fisherman's wife, and she always is posting, homemade lobster. For Father's Day, he got to go, I think it was the Bahamas. He got to go to and fish. It was like his thing. He goes down to the Keys all the time. He's got a fisherman boat. And when we go to Florida, it's like a treat to go out with him because it's really fucking cool.
Damn, that shit kind of crazy though. Like,
cool
that's a whole skill though. Certainly a whole skill.
Listen, that's a real life skill.
And I don't have it, so.
Well, right. And then too, some of those fish are so big that if you don't handle it right, you're going right over the side.
Hell yeah, exactly. So I don't know how to do none of that shit. I don't know what to put on it.
Or they can cut you, like you can get hurt.
Yeah, for sure. If you
physically fucking hurt. Yeah.
Catch a whale down in that motherfucker.
So some more white people shit. Reduce Act. Here's what it means for your wallet. So he signed that in today. President Uncle Joe signed the Inflation Reduction Act into law Tuesday after it passed Congress last week. The new law, trimmed down version of President 1.7 trillion billion back better plan. So I know we regionally, I don't know what that was.
How much, cuz?
Billion, trillion, gazillion, million.
Well, because I know the national deficit went to some crazy number, right? So I don't know what this means for American people, and it probably don't mean anything for me.
Hell no.
But the Inflation Reduces Act to lower health care costs, which I have it through my work. So what does that mean? It's less out of my paycheck every week? What does that mean?
Yeah, I bet that won't happen.
You know what? Right. That's funny because now it makes sense. The last, like, when did this happen?
He just signed it in today or yesterday.
Okay. So, like, literally the last week, I'm getting the craziest text messages. Tori, this is Daniel. I really want to help you get affordable health care. Can I help you? Like, random ass fucking messages from people.
Yeah.
Like, they're messaging me like they're my friend.
Right. That's how these voter people be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They out of control.
man, we got this guy here, they coming hard for. I feel bad. His name is Blake. What's his last name? Blake.
I don't know, something like.
It's bad. Like, it's to the point where you feel bad for this guy, even though he's a piece of shit. You're like, damn, bro, calm. Blake Masters. That's his name. And they are coming hard for Blake Masters, right? Every other fucking commercial is a smear campaign. And
God damn.
don't get me wrong, but to the point where you're like, God dang, this poor guy can't even fucking sleep at night. There's no way.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Well, it's
Blake
funny.
Masters kills babies, like shit like that. No,
his are all black and it's white in white lettering. I'm like, it kind of looks weird. Like he's not even a creative. You know what I mean? Like Blake Masters.
Listen, there's another one right now. And they're like, if you're a rapist or a murderer, call this number. He'll get you off. And then
what?
Legit was that last night. I'm like, they motherfucker coming hard out.
God damn.
You can even, if you're a rapist or murderer, you can get off and get a stimulus check 5 times. You're like, what the fuck? You're like, okay, it doesn't sound too bad.
more stuff in the money ways, right? With mortgage rates nearly 7%, housing party is over. Now it's in hangover time. So are we headed for a bubble like in 2006 and 7 where the house market just fucking plummets?
I don't think it'll be like that.
How do you even afford a house at 7%? You can't afford like a $500,000 house.
Yeah, I guess you're right on that. Yeah, I guess you're right on that. I do think though that especially in the inner city places, I think that a lot more people have bought houses that were, fucked up and brought them up the code, which means a lot of people bought houses and don't have mortgages. So that shit ain't gonna affect them. You know what I'm saying? So obviously some people go get affected. I don't think it'll be like it was back then though. Like back then it was just
my brother bought
crazy.
6 months ago. He bought a $500,000 house, and I can't imagine what rate he paid. Sure, he paid high,
right?
So,
shit,
I just can't imagine
$500,000 house though.
Yeah, but if you can't afford it, what does it matter?
That's true. That is true.
Staying in the financing, Subway. I used to own a Subway franchise from 04 to 07. Subway offered a rare glimpse at finance. It says it's hitting record sales. So the reason why I kind of saw the writing on the wall in 07. You had to buy from this particular place. We were paying a lot in marketing, a lot in advertisement. Like our budget, we like basically 15% of our whatever we made had to go back to them. And that was back then. And that's 2004. So that was a lot of money. So sales at stores open at least rose 8.4 in the third quarter. You think it's because of the celebrity push? In the athlete push?
And then with the ads, I would say this, dog. For me, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that for me, I started eating more Subway just because the other fast food shit I couldn't trust. Like the Subway shit, I could see them making it. So I think that for real. So I think that COVID might have actually played a role in that, dog. Because like this is one of the places where you can actually see your food getting made and shit. And through the pandemic, like these drive-through restaurants was kind of like that shit was like parking 3 blocks down to get a fucking large fry at McDonald's and shit at 3 in the afternoon. So I think it might have had something to do with that. I think it was probably less crowded. You know what
So
I'm saying? A little more convenient.
you prefer restaurants like we have Chipotle in Michigan?
Yeah.
Do you prefer that type of where you see them make your shit?
I kind of do now, just because I had some bad experiences at fast food joints where you can't see what's going on. So the only one I really take the risk on is White Castle.
Are you referring to Popeyes with the
Because
roaches?
listen, whether you see it or not, it's still doing the same motherfucking thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Hey, but the Popeyes with the roaches though, that was my joint. That was the one in my neighborhood and shit. I had the chicken before then, and I continued
And
to
the
have it
churches.
afterwards. Yeah, the churches. Yeah, I can't fuck with
We
that.
talked about this. They got a
Yeah.
rat that literally is running the fryer. He on motherfucking payroll. And he's got Wednesday nights off, so don't.
Wednesday night.
Okay.
He
probably smoke a cig. He's smoking a square.
Subway person, she prefers a better sub.
Yeah.
I think
I
Italian
fuck with Subway though.
But after we sold the franchise, I couldn't even eat Subway for years just because I didn't like the yeast smell. I didn't like the bread smell. Everything smelled like bread. But actually, seeing the meats that were involved, they were trash. They were McDonald's.
Damn.
Don't fuck his. He likes Subway. Don't fuck it up
Thanks a lot,
for him.
dog. It's over now. Thanks.
Jersey Mike's. You got Tubby's. Like you got all the.
I haven't had Jersey Mike's yet. I want to try that.
I love me some Jersey Mike's.
Better, fresher meat. Better meat.
They are more expensive though.
Yeah, I figured that much.
Do you like
Delicious as fuck though?
Like who?
Tubby's.
Some of them. I had a couple of good ones there. Yeah, they're decent. Yeah.
What's the other sub place?
Jimmy John's. You like Jimmy John's?
Low key, I fuck with Jimmy John's.
Hard.
I like that thick ass bread.
Hard. You know, the only thing I don't like is that's all they fucking offer is a sub and a cookie.
Yeah, cookie good in the bitch though.
And they don't give you napkins unless you ask for it, which irks my soul at any restaurant. You can't serve me no sloppy ass shit and not have a fucking napkin. Like, I don't care if you even just put 2 in there, right? Give me a motherfucking napkin.
Right.
So, why am I asking for essentials? Like, come on.
Shit, they running low.
And then they don't have, like, say you want to get vegetables on the side, sauce on the side, certain things. They don't even carry like containers to put it in. They're like, we'll throw it in a wrapper and wrap it up. Hopefully it makes it. Like they're super basic, but that's why they're freaky fast, because they don't have no extra shit.
That's true.
But it's good as fuck. You know what I do? I like a lot of vegetables, so this is so fat people shit, but it's delicious. So I have them. You tell them to scoop the bread out.
Okay.
And fill extra heavy vegetable, and then I tell them put the bread on the side, and I get the filling too. It's good. You dip it in like some like oil and vinegar, and it's fucking shit is delicious. That's what it is.
More vegetables.
I like the heavy vegetable with the bread and the stuff. Like I want it all. Give it to me.
There's a shop here, which I know they have in Michigan, but it's called Chiba Hut. And everything is like marijuana, everything's named after like a fucking cool.
Q, would you love it? You would love it, Q.
A lot of hippies like it. Yeah, a lot of hippies go into it. They love it.
Yeah.
There was another Detroit-based sub shop that I can't think of it. It's like Tubby's. I'm trying to think of what it's called.
Blimpies?
Huh? Firehouse?
Blippies.
Oh.
Yeah, it was the flat joints. I think they was the first ones like putting it in the oven, probably.
Yeah.
And then there was Quiznos.
Quiznos.
Oh, Quiznos is my shit.
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with Quiznos. Yeah, y'all making me hungry, dog. I fuck with Quiznos. That shit sound good right now.
Mm-hmm. So listen, hang on, where's it at? Where's it at? I wanted to tell you. So like Chiba Hut, like they have like a sandwich called the Humboldt, Silver Haze, Sticky Icky,
Oh, we should.
La Cana, the 5-0, Chronic, which is roast beef, the KGB, AK-47. They got the Kush,
right?
Which is the BLT, Pacific Blue, Dank, Bomb, Secret Stash.
You got a lot of motherfucking sandwiches.
Listen, they got sandwiches, salad, and then not only do they have that, they sell Kool-Aid too. So you can get the big fountain Kool-Aid, you can get red, blue, purple, like it's total stoner fucking sandwich shop. And then they also right on the counter, right in front of your fucking face, like you have to get it, homemade Rice Krispie treats and cereal cookies and treats and little snacks, stoner fucking snacks. You go in there and you literally spend $60 on fucking subs. They got this Dorito nacho that is like, bitch, did I just have a cook up in here? Like, shit is bomb. The kids loved it. Every time I turn around, my kids are like, can we go to Chiba Hut? I'm like, y'all are real stoners at heart.
Nah, that shit sound good though.
Yeah, do you like Firehouse clubs? You have Firehouse?
I haven't had Firehouse yet.
No, that's pretty cool. It's pretty good. It's, it's a bunch of fire guys that open up a sub shop, I guess.
Right.
Firehouse.
Yeah. I know Subway is the bottom shelf shit, but you know.
Yeah, bottom shelf. But it's
still it, which is good.
Yeah.
Right.
Just don't eat the crab meat.
Oh, I would never. I don't eat the tuna fish, none of that shit. I really don't eat shit but turkey and chicken. And sometimes the chicken freak me out too, though. So I don't know.
She said turkey. So Uncle Joe's son, the consequences of that Hunter Biden could face for violating our trivia gun law should give his father pause. The president supports the law that could send his son to prison for lying about the personal habits while buying firearms. So this is what they're going to send him to jail for, not for all the other funny business.
Right.
Well, there goes his.
Gotta get him on something, right? And he not going to jail any fucking way. It don't matter.
He not going to jail?
No. He not going to jail. His old man will die before.
We gotta be honest with you. I know we're talking about white people shit today. Is that a white Hunter? Like I don't
know no black dude's named Hunter. No.
Yeah.
Super white.
Yeah.
Dallas.
Hunter with the. That's why he came out with the crack pack, because of Hunter.
Right. Well, shit. When I have my geriatric baby and shit, maybe I'll name him Hunter.
You want this geriatric baby?
I'll name him Hunter and shit. He'd be the first one ever.
Okay.
It's got to be one somewhere. I want to Google it now. It's got to be a black Hunter somewhere.
So what's going on in Dallas? Was issued for Dallas man accusing killing a woman with him at basketball.
Duh.
Dallas was shot to death over a basketball game.
Yeah,
so this
Connect with Flex, Fox Local.
White man can't jump shit right there. What happened?
Dog, that shit did happen on there. I forgot about that shit. Dog, so I guess dog lost. Said he was go come back, and that's what happened.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
21-year-old woman was shot to death allegedly over the results of a basketball game.
The victim's family says the shooter was a friend, but police have not named him publicly as a suspect. The shooting happened Monday evening in the South Dallas area on Hamilton Avenue, not far from Fair Park. Fox 4's Sean Rad reporting live from DPD headquarters tonight. Sean.
Yeah, Steve, police haven't given us the name of the suspect or a motive yet, but Asia Womack's mother tells me the 21-year-old was shot 5 times and killed by a man she had befriended and helped, someone that she called a friend. Hard to understand, reportedly getting angry over losing a basketball game to a woman and then killing her. And because she was supposedly a friend, even more difficult for this family to understand.
Asia loved basketball.
So he played
She
her
loved
basketball
to the point to where
beat him, and he killed her.
Her mother, yeah.
doing what she loved.
Exactly.
And she shouldn't have died that way.
A mother mourns her murdered daughter, 21-year-old Asia Womack, killed Monday evening after playing basketball at T.G. Terry Park just up the street from her home, where family gathered, grieving.
This was supposed to be a friend of Asia's. She's eating with this man. She's fed him, and he turned on her and killed her in a vicious way.
Womack was a whiz at basketball, playing her high school days at Madison. Monday, family says she was in a pickup game at the park, playing against the guy who is said to have shot her, and she won. The family also says there was trash talk, too.
But this is so senseless. This is so you become embarrassed, basically.
Yep.
Because a female beat you in basketball.
According to the family, the shooter took his kids and brother home and came back to the park, shooting Asia Womack 5 times. Cameras at this store, possibly capturing the car speed. We're told detectives the video.
Detectives are still working the case.
That's crazy. How you gonna get?
No, that's crazy as fuck.
He had his kids with him.
Yeah, he took them to the crib and came back and killed her. That's wild.
This motherfucker got humiliated because people at the park were like, damn, dog, you got beat by a girl. And you come back and shoot her?
I mean, by the time he left, like, he didn't think about that. He didn't think about it on the way back. Like, maybe it's not a good idea. That's fucked up.
He can't even claim in a fit of rage or that he insanity. You motherfucking left and came back.
Yeah, you had time. Yeah, you had time to put all that shit together.
Is your dick that little that you had to come back and shoot her?
Dog, that's wild.
That's what I'm saying. That's little dick syndrome right there, right? Like you really felt that some type of way.
Right.
What did they put you on the news? Did they broadcast you? Like what the fuck? You couldn't handle your kids going, "Hi, Daddy, a girl beat you at the park."
Right. That's I have no idea what was going through his mind.
What? I can't even.
And they supposed to be cool too, though. Like that's the whole
That's
nother
your
thing.
friend.
Wow. Yeah, that shit don't make no sense, dude.
Trying to get out.
I don't even. I like literally.
At this time,
words.
they've been working it since Monday night, trying to find justice for Miss Womack.
My prayer is.
All right, Sean Rabb.
That's crazy.
That's sad as fuck.
That's goofy. I don't
So
know.
they caught him, right?
Guess. I'm assuming.
Well, they did say this is the car leaving. Detectives are on it, so
They own it. I don't know if I don't know if they got him in custody yet, but they know who he is.
What the fuck?
So I know we talked about this, maybe not on our show, but the 17-year-old at McDonald's that was shot in the parking lot turns himself in after abrogated assault charge.
Aggravated.
So the 17-year-old at McDonald's, this happened about 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't even know like what he thought was going on though, like for him to shoot him. Like I don't know. Then he was like in this probationary stage or whatever. I guess he was just
Texas DA.
Yeah, shit crazy.
What the fuck is happening in this world?
That's what I think I want to know.
McDonald's parking lot in his car last week. The teen was critically injured. We do want to warn our viewers, this video of this shooting is graphic.
Get out of the car.
Oh, he fooling.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Fooling. He said shots fired. It's him, dog.
And Josh Campbell is joining us live from Los Angeles on this. Josh, what can you tell us about what's really just disturbing to watch here?
Incredibly disturbing, Brianna. And you ask any respected law enforcement leader in America, and they will tell you that the key attribute they look for in new recruits is judgment. And of course, it's the judgment of this now fired rookie San Antonio officer that has now come under scrutiny. We'll warn our viewers again that what you're about to see is graphic. It is disturbing. These are the mere seconds where an officer's decision to use deadly force resulted in a teen now fighting for his life.
Authorities say San Antonio police officer James Brennan was handling an unrelated disturbance call at a McDonald's last Sunday evening when he saw a car he believed evaded police the previous day.
Hey, can you start me one more? I got a vehicle over here that fled from me the other day.
17-year-old Eric Cantu was eating a meal in the parking lot. Body camera video released by police shows the officer walking up to the driver's side of the car, opening the door, and ordering the startled driver out.
Get out of the car. Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired!
According to the body camera video, the teen had put the car into reverse before the officer fired 5 times. After the driver shifted the vehicle and moved forward, Brennan fired 5 more times. The San Antonio Police Department said the teen was found a block away, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. A passenger in the car was uninjured, police said. Eric Cantu was hospitalized in critical condition. His attorney told CNN the teen is literally fighting for his life every minute of the day, as his body has endured a tremendous amount of trauma. Meanwhile, the San Antonio Police Department announced it has fired Brennan for violating several department policies.
In this circumstance, the department terminated the probationary officer's employment due to his actions during this incident, which were in violation of departmental tactics, training, and procedures.
According to SAPD, the department's deadly force policy does allow police to fire if someone is using deadly force against the officer for self-defense. But the manual also says an officer in the path of an approaching vehicle shall attempt to move to a position of safety rather than discharging a firearm. And officers should not shoot at any part of a vehicle in an attempt to disable the vehicle. The SAPD said it is investigating the incident and will forward.
Oh, he just walked up and opened the door. Someone walks up and opens my motherfucking door. I'm driving the fuck off. I don't have a chance to think about who the fuck is telling me to get out. What are you doing?
Fucked up part anyway, right there. How did he just walk up and open his door? Like, where did
You don't
he
knock
learn?
on someone's motherfucking window first and say, "Hey, can you roll it down the window real quick, buddy?"
Right. Present yourself.
Motherfucker, you came up from behind him and snatched the motherfucking door open.
And he the only one shooting, talking about shots fired.
Shots fired. That boy was eating fucking hamburger and thought he was being robbed.
That's not even funny though. But I'm just saying, he the one shooting. Dog.
You're the one shooting, man.
He was literally protecting his own ass by saying that.
Yes,
that's what he's doing. He did that. Shots fired. You didn't hear that? No, that was you, motherfucker.
That was you, motherfucker. He had a goddamn cheeseburger in his hand. Now this poor baby, because he's a teenager, so let's say he's a baby, is fighting for his life because you
know, dog gonna be working in the next county over in a few months.
Motherfucker.
I mean, you already know. That's how it goes.
Then when they think that the officer was let go because of probation, I would say the officer's getting let go, and we prosecuting him to the fullest. To the law, we going.
They ain't say all that though.
They didn't say all that.
Right?
They just said he got a vacation.
Right.
He got it. Exactly. But I'm saying, like, you broke laws. Like, you should have not fucking have a gun or a badge.
No, seriously.
At all.
Shots fired. No, that's amazing. That is amazing, dog.
And you know why he did that? To protect his own ass.
Yeah,
he did.
his ass, for sure.
You didn't hear him throw the grenade at me? What do you mean? Come on, man.
Right.
Fuck. Yeah, he threw a pickle at you. He was trying to get away.
Man, that's fucked up. I'm glad he ain't died though. So
this is the Texas school that got shot up. I don't know.
Uvalde.
I can't remember. School district suspended the entire police department. Superintendent announced retirement plans. What do you mean?
Crazy.
They suspended the whole entire police fucking department. They fucked up. They got fired all the cops.
I guess so, and they got replacements coming in. I guess they're trying to make sure that don't know heavy crime happened during the transition. But yeah.
And the superintendent of the school district said, "Hey, you know what? I'm retiring as well. Bye bye."
Right. Everybody. Nobody want to take the blame for that fucking school shooting, dog. So now they go push it to the next administration or the next police force and try to put that shit on them. They fucked up.
Well, if I remember the story, didn't somebody leave the back door open and that's how he got in?
I don't know about it being that way, but I do know that he had originally crashed a vehicle and they were attending that scene already, so they had a chance to stop him before he even got to the school. But that never happened. And then when he got to the school, I guess it was because of everybody's high ranking that you had to wait for whoever's green light to go. So now you you got the local police there, and then you got like whatever their little specialty team is, and I think they're trying to figure out whose fault it really is. When at this point, I just feel like they could have acted a little faster. So all they ass do need to go. Shit.
It was the 2 border patrol guys that went in there, right?
Yeah. But I guess they probably got outranked, and they was like, "Sit your ass down." So
yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's a whole bunch of bureaucracy, and at the end of the day, a bunch of kids got killed. So
I know this is your mom's favorite, but Angela Lansbury died. Murder, She Wrote. She has died, 96 years old.
Yeah, I didn't realize she was that old, but I guess I should have.
Yeah.
I know she just passed away, but I gotta say, never really liked Murder, She Wrote. I thought that shit was whack.
I mean, sometimes it was all that was on.
You're right. I feel you.
So I feel like we were, we didn't really have a choice but to like it.
Right.
Right. I think it came on at night. I was when I was watching the comedy show the other day with Chris Tucker, and he's like, man, there's so much cable to shit on all the time. I remember going to bed at, you would see Murder, She Wrote or MASH, and then right after they would have that fucking they would have the national anthem, and then it would go boop.
Hell yeah.
That time, right?
Where you have to turn that shit off. That should be loud as hell.
Yeah, it would go off.
Yeah.
And those were the shows that that I remember were so trash that they put them at the right when the TV was about to turn off. So they put Murder, She Wrote, MASH, just the dumb shows that nobody watched. Soap. I love Soap, but there you go. She wrote an older lady that was a private eye or a cop, wasn't she? It was like
shit. I don't know. I didn't watch it for real.
Another show. Lacey, 2 white chicks, cops.
Oh, Kanye Lacey.
Kanye and Lacey.
And that was groundbreaking though.
Was it?
Yeah. 2
Why?
female lead characters on a sitcom or on TV, on daytime TV, or that was probably prime time. But still though, it was groundbreaking though.
Yeah.
I've never seen one full episode though, but I'm just saying.
What was the other Hooker? What's his name?
TJ Hooker.
TJ Hooker.
You don't know
my shit was Columbo though.
Columbo.
Yeah, I fuck with Columbo.
Okay.
See, yeah, Columbo was the shit. I watched MASH. I was a Three's Company person.
I'll fuck with that too.
I fuck with Three's Company. But you know what?
Before they
never failed. It never failed. You woke up in the middle of the night if you fell asleep on the TV to like Lionel Richie CDs being sold or
right.
80s greatest hits or
could you imagine paying for the advertisement for that? Yeah, I want the 3 a.m. to 4 a.m.
Who was the little white guy with the tan and the spiky hair? He'd be on there too. Rod Stewart.
Oh shit, Rod Stewart.
Right? We had Rod
about
Stewart CD collection. You'd wake up like kids these days don't even know, and then you would maybe catch us on. You're like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna buy this."
Right.
Or it was like Luther Vandross, Fat Luther, not Skinny Luther.
Right.
It would be like his collection, right? You're like, this is the shit, man. They got all the motherfucking songs out here. They got some Shaka Khan. And you're like, yeah. Right. You buy the whole fucking set.
Right. It should take 4 to 6 weeks to get to you.
Fuck up your credit and everything. Because you know goddamn well the first CD's 99 cents. You ain't paying for the rest.
Right.
Well, I still owe Columbia House.
Fuck your credit. Yeah, the Columbia House. Fuck up your whole credit for these goddamn CDs.
I got mine when they was tapes.
Yeah, tapes too. And it would be on. It would be on at like 3, 4 in the morning. You would wake up to it on the couch. Like the song would be in your fucking head every day.
Right.
You're like, you wake up to if I wake up to Michael Bolton one more goddamn time.
Fucking Michael Bolton.
How can I live without you. The kids these days don't even know. Tell me you did it.
Oh,
How can I
shit.
go? Because you know the song.
I know, that's why I'm laughing.
Live without you. You're like, motherfucker.
I
I don't know,
swear that
Michael. You tell
same
me.
commercial for years.
Yeah,
dog.
Whitney was on there. I'm just saying. The
Dog.
same motherfucking career.
Same commercial for years. That's crazy.
Michael.
That's wild.
Never failed. That was the one.
What? Well, by Mike instead of Mike.
I wonder who's got that. Hey, listen, I'm gonna need y'all listeners. If you got this set, please inbox. Slide one of our DMs. We really want to go over the playlist. We want to
That
hear
goddamn
your story
commercial.
on
That
how
shit
you.
got me fucked up.
Right. I was like, what's the song that's always fucking on? It was the Michael Bolton.
Hell yeah.
Instead of Michael.
No way. What should I change? He's the one who sucks.
You are Michael Bolton?
Yeah.
Say your full name. Yeah. Are you any relation to the pop singer?
No, it's just a coincidence.
I'll be honest with you, I love his music. I do. I'm a Michael Bolton fan. For my money, I don't know if it gets any better than when he sings "When a Man Loves a Woman." But you must really love his music, huh?
Like he chose
Yeah, he's pretty good, I guess.
You're goddamn right he is.
Right.
So tell me, what's your favorite song of his?
I don't know. I guess I sort of like them all.
That's so Ryan, I'm the exact same way, but it must be twice as hard for you being have the same name as him. I celebrate the guy's entire catalog. Anyway, let's get down to business, Michael.
Did he say his entire cap lock?
No, entire catalog.
Oh, I thought he said cap lock. I was like, his name is always in bold letters. He said cap lock.
Hell no.
Or Michael Bolton or Caribbean Queen, right? You're welcome to the Caribbean Queen. You're like, God damn it, you can't go back to sleep.
God damn.
50 Cent's eldest son faces backlash for saying $80K a year child support isn't enough. I should not want for anything. The rapper, real name Curtis Jackson, became the top conversation when his 24-year-old son Marquise appeared in an Instagram live interview. Joke blasted that $6,700 receives in monthly child support from his famous father throughout his life. Should not want any for anything. I'm not talking about what I want. I want a Lambo at the time. I want at least socks, basketball socks, $12. Is he complaining that he's not getting enough? He's getting 67.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. He's saying it's
Yeah,
not
he's
enough.
complaining.
Huh?
How old is he?
20 something.
25.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're an old ass man.
Why is he still getting child support
I
at
have
25?
no idea. I don't know how that works.
I
Not
know.
even sure, though.
You know, I can kind of see both sides of the coin right now. So at 25, you shouldn't be getting any fucking child support because we don't pay child support. You either are 18 or if you're still in school up to like 22 or whatever, right?
Here's the interview because I couldn't understand or read whatever the fuck whoever typed this shit. But here's
okay. And I can't buy socks?
Listen to what I'm saying to you. Right. $6,700 a month, right? $6,700 a month in the state of New York City. You do the math.
I've been in child support, but I went to jail for it. So I said,
okay, cool. $6,700 a month, right?
$6,700 a month, right?
You're talking about a Forbes lister. Hold on, wait, listen. You're talking about somebody that has problems with everybody. You can't just live in any neighborhood. 81K is not a substantial lot of money.
Hold on.
You can't just live anywhere.
And if he's contributing $6,700, that means your mom got the other half. It ain't just for him to take care of you. She got to take care of you.
This
700.
is the
Where's her 6,700 to go with?
It's 6,700 a month.
Okay, why aren't you working to match that 67?
Why is you even getting it though?
Period. Why is you even getting it? What is he saying? He can't go live anywhere because his dad. Everybody's got a problem with him because of his dad.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Right, Connie, get a job. Like, come
Right.
on. Why aren't you working? You can make 6,700 plus you're getting it. That's you good enough. And honestly, let's be real honest. What'd you say?
He's a Forbes lister. He has this. He has that. Why can't I get? So basically, he wants more. He wants
how about
25.
that? Your attitude is probably why your father doesn't give you what normal celebrities give their children because you're not applying yourself.
After 18, why is it called child support?
Right. I don't even understand that. I don't know what's going on there.
That's
maybe that's some New
mooch.
York shit.
I know talks about his kids. He won't give them $1 unless they have 2 degrees.
You talking about Shaq?
And you got to come with a business plan. So why is 50 being roasted because he's giving his kid $6,700? You don't hear Shaq's kids saying, "My dad won't give me $2 million." He said, "No, I'll give you the money if you got 2 college degrees and you come with a business plan."
Yeah, for sure.
You know what Shaq said? I'm rich. You're not rich. I'm rich. So if you want to take over my business and you want to be rich too, you better come to me like anybody else that wants my money.
Right, for sure.
Period. But he did say, I will support you to go to school. So I bet you if that kid, because we're gonna call him a kid because you ain't even a grown-ass man.
No, right.
If that kid went to 50 and said, Dad, I really want to go to school to get my degree. Would you pay for me to go to school? I bet you he would.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure he would send him to school, but homeboy don't look like he doing none of that. He look like he want to sit around, play video games, smoke weed, do TikToks.
Do TikToks.
And live off of his dad who literally works.
Right.
He was matter of fact, he was just here maybe 6 months ago in Arizona at a liquor store doing a signing at a liquor store.
Yeah, they
he
did
goes
one here
around
too.
and when I tell you this was a hood ass liquor store, this is a drive-through liquor store.
Oh damn.
We got drive-through liquor stores here, right? Talk about really fucked up. In the heart of the hood.
Right.
And he was there like doing a promo. Like that's work for him.
That's dope, though. For sure.
Especially where he was. He could have been shot.
So we're just gonna wrap. I never heard of this guy, and I told you his name is Art LeBold. There's a Art LeBold that I know that I thought he was in Tucson. I don't know if he's the same guy, but he's Mr. Oldies but Goodies. He coined that phrase. He's 90. He was 97, and he came up with Oldies but Goodies. Art LeBeau.
That's why I said 97. He had the real oldies but goodies.
Yeah.
Right.
Shit.
With him and Jerry Lee Lewis in 1970. So, I mean, I guess he was around. Art and Chuck Berry, 1975. Yeah. So he was around, but he coined the phrase
oldies but goodies.
R.I.P. to Jerry Lee Lewis.
Yeah. And he was a pioneer, created one of the most famous phrases, dead after battling pneumonia. The famous disc jockey who widely created the coining oldies but goodies died on Friday night at home in Palm Springs, according to Rep Art Production Company. We told was diagnosed with pneumonia 2 weeks ago. So, oldies but goodies.
A little while.
Yeah. So I was going to leave you with this story. Somebody that I never followed, but a Yogi, I can't pronounce it. YU space GI space O creator. You know that little.
Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
The creator died trying to save a woman, a young girl. Japanese artist Takashi, best known for the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh, died while trying to rescue people from drowning. Witness claim. A reporter from Stars and Stripes, a military newspaper, revealed the tragic details how Tekashi lost his life as three strangers who were engulfed in struggle current. So
Hell no.
he
He
died
died trying to save him.
Somebody.
Damn. Did he save him though?
According to people, the scene Kazuaki eventually instigated UK trading cards game. Oh, it was a trading game card. I thought it was what's I'm trying to tell they're called. The animation. I thought it was an animation cartoon.
Oh no, no, it's like the trading cards. Like yeah.
It looks like he's. I'm looking at the story. I'm trying to read it. Feared would lost his life won't any longer. Thankful. Looks like he did save him. Yep.
Oh, he saved him. Damn, that's fucked up. I mean, that's good, but it's fucked up.
Well, he died. At least he died being a hero.
Yeah, for
He
sure.
was an animating creator, I guess. So there you go. That wraps
He died
up.
being a hero.
Right.
Again.
Shout out to people living to their 90s.
Right.
He probably
people doing it.
Trading cards, right? He probably made some money off these trading cards.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that shit was a thing for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you got going on? I know you said you're not going to be with us here next week, so we'll probably skip the show. What you got going on next week?
Next week we got a author, Jennifer Payne, coming back to Flood's Bar and Grill Wednesday night. She's doing a book discussion, so it's gonna be like a live event. So I gotta do some footage and some filming for that. So that's what I got going on Wednesday. After that, that's what's up?
When you doing your stand up?
Oh man, that's you. I ain't doing no shit like that. I'm gonna leave that for you, dog. I want to see it though.
Okay. Gotta get Tori to film it.
Yeah, for sure. Now that'd be dope though.
Yeah. So where can we follow you at?
Check me out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on eblockradio.com. Shout out to Angry Man and Monk Money. Tuesdays and Thursdays on the Round and Grind Morning Show. Wednesday nights right here on Word on the Street podcast. And then check me out everywhere on eblockradio.com and on IG at q.lewis313. You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Q Lewis holding it down live from the 48205, man. Red Zone, baby.
Where can they find you at? And if they want to say
You can find me. I'm going to tell you where you can find me in a second, but I just wanted to say one thing real quick in regards to superheroes and authors. We have an author, my son Zach, who was a real life superhero, is now a superhero in a book, and it's called Zach's Mighty Wheels. And
it's done.
yeah, well, so the second book is launching. It'll be launching. We have 8 days left of the Kickstarter, but you can get the first book on Amazon, Zach's Mighty Wheels and the Giant Problem. The second book is Zach's Mighty Wheels and the Case of the Missing Grannies. And so it's a book about kids who have disabilities, but they look past their disabilities at their super abilities. So it's a book of inclusion. It's a book for any young reader, 2nd to 5th grade, or even if you have a young reader struggling. And so you can, I'm going to drop the link in the comments and you can check it out there. We have 8 days left of the Kickstarter. We're at 75% of what our goal was for the Kickstarter. And I'm super excited. And in honor of Zach, the main superhero, it will launch in November for his birthday.
For sure. That's what's up.
Yeah, so be part of the movement on teaching our young children about inclusion and diversity.
For sure. That's
Absolutely. So you can find me, and if you would like to any more information on the book, slide in my DMs. You can follow me at Tori Rochelle on Facebook, at All Beauty All Beast on Instagram, The Savage Kitty, that's THE Savage Kitty on Twitter, Tori Smooches on Snapchat, and stay tuned for my possibly OnlyFans. I'm being pushed.
Show those toenails off. You can follow me everywhere on Drake Swift on all platforms. Make sure you guys are always washing your hands. And I'm out. Let me play this video. Hold on, real quick. Let me hit it. Oh, gotta hit it. Peace out. You guys have a safe night, man. Peace
Show you
out.
too, man. Peace out,
To
y'all.
be continued.
Right.